Hello, this is Alan Lee and welcome to OAKMerge training. This is exercise 5 on the notes merge, how to add notes to ACT. If we go to the index, example 5 has the details. The basic thing about adding notes is we'll take a date, regarding details of the notes, and some way to link it to something else like contacts, companies, groups, or opportunities. We'll put it in the database. So there's a sample. It's got some stuff going into Emily Dunn, including a big note, and then there's some stuff going out to Nathan Cutting. So we'll go in and use this test file. We'll also link it up to the contacts, pick the notes table, do the mapping of the date time. The note itself is called regarding, and then we'll link it to the contacts. In this case, we're using contact name. We'll also discuss how we could use a custom field called the OAKMerge ID and explain how that's available for linking to companies, contacts, groups, etc. If that field exists, it'll show up as a mappable object. So let's get started. In the ACT side of things, when you add a note manually, so if I add a test note to Benny Linder's contact record, there's a date, a time, and the regarding of the note. It's also linked to the person. If I go up to the company, that'll roll up at the company level, so you can see it roll up automatically. So you do not have to link it to both contact and company. You can just add notes to the contacts. They'll show up on the contact and automatically roll up and be displayed at any company level that's associated with them. So Dunn doesn't have any notes. Nathan Cutting doesn't have any notes. Let's go into OAKMerge and add some. Start up OAKMerge. We'll skip the first screen because it's not a predefined merge. Picking our source, we'll pick delimited. We'll pick the notes test file that matches the documentation. This file has company contact time note, and there's a temp in field at the end to keep them lined up as a quality control check. And it's got the information including the long note, some different things there. Will merge into those two records. So we're merging this notes file to this database we have open. For mapping, it'll guess at the mapping once we bring up notes. So the note is going to the regarding, the time is going to the note date time field, and the only thing we need to do is link it to something. So we have available the link to contact by full name. In our data, we do have the contact name. Now notice this OAKMerge ID field shows up. This is available. We're not going to use it, but it's a custom field in ACT. If it exists at the contact level, it'll show up here. If it existed at the company, there would be one for their opportunity, one for their group, one for theirs. So it's available to link notes or history or activities or whatever to other entities using this specific field. So for example, if you wanted to link using the email address, link to contact using email isn't available, but if you create an OAKMerge ID field, copy the email address into the OAKMerge ID field, then you could in fact link these notes to the contacts using the data that's in the email field because you copied it over to the OAKMerge ID field. So you can use data from any field or combination of fields, but you have to put it into the OAKMerge ID field. There's more information in that on the manual. So as a test, I always click on display only, make sure that things are lined up right. Our two key fields are there and they come. We're doing an append merge. We're not using the company and we're not using the quality control temp in field. We'll do a validate. This does not write data. It's a preview kind of thing. It says, hey, we're going to do the merge. We're adding 8. We're skipping 2. The 2 here are documented in the manual. They're blank regardings. We left these in as a way to show you what errors would look like. You can see records that are skipped errors. If you can see all rows, if you're seeing all rows listed, see those what those tabs are for. Do another run. We'll do complete run, full logging. look at the ones that are listed, the ones that are skipped. So you can go through these, use these records. So in ACT, we'll refresh the database, and these are the ones that got added. I just hit F5 to refresh. It's also under View up there if you want. Brought in the stuff that we brought in, a little bit, little bullets were changed to squares, but that was the stuff that was in the list. And then for done, notice the dates are backdated here to 2001. We didn't have a time in ours, so it does 12 midnight. If you have times, it'll use it. So here's the big note, and it brings it in, and it comes. So that's how you add notes. More information, of course, is always found in the manual. Thanks for watching.